Welcome, yogis, to this chair yoga class. This class, while we will stretch a little bit, is really designed to get you moving. There are some movements you may be familiar with if you've done some practice with me before, and also perhaps some new ones for you as well. There are plenty of stand and sit exercises in this class to get you moving, to get your heart rate elevated, and to practice getting up and down, keeping your independence muscles strong. So let's begin sitting. Before we begin, if you do have a yoga block nearby, grab your yoga block. It can be useful when we fold. If you don't have one, it's fine. You could use a blanket chest or another chair nearby if forward folds are tricky for you. So start in your comfortable seat, upright through the spine, aware of your posture. So maybe you close your eyes and just lean very subtly forwards and back. And find where you feel upright, where your shoulders are relaxed. The neck also aligned there if you can, so you feel really tall up through the top of your head. Turn all of your attention to your breath. If you can, breathe in and out through your nose. And begin to deepen your breath. So you fill up the belly and the chest on your inhale. And you exhale from your chest and from your belly. Just do a couple more of those deep breaths, just arriving on your chair, on your mat for your practice. Turning your attention to your breath and to your practice. Keep your shoulders relaxed as you take one more lovely deep breath. Wonderful. So you can blink your eyes open. We're going to begin today with a movement of the feet that helps to release tension from the neck and shoulders. So we're actually going to test first where our range of motion is, and then retest after we've done the movement to see whether it made any effect on you today. This works for many people, but not for everybody. It's always interesting to see. So for a start, look over to the right side. And as you look to the right, pay attention to what you can see in your environment. So how far can you see? And also, how does it feel? Then we'll look through center and glance as far to the left as you can. So look as far over that left side as you possibly can and make a note of what you can see and also how it feels. We'll come back to center. Lower the chin towards the chest. And again, you can either have a sense of how far it goes, or you could use your fingers to measure the gap between the chin and the chest, and also how it feels. And lift up your chin. And just carefully lift and see what you can see to, where on the ceiling, if you have a vent or a light, you can identify as your maximum and how it feels. And then come back to neutral. Okay, so we're going to move the legs and the feet for this one. My feet don't slide so well on the mat, so if you see me picking up my foot, it's the intention is to slide. So we're going to slide your right foot forwards, flex your whole foot, scrunch up your toes tight, then bring those scrunched toes to the ground. Slide your foot back into where it came from, still scrunchy. Then press the big toe mound into the mat and spread all your toes out on the right foot. Let's do that a couple more times. Slide your right foot away from you as best you can. Flex your foot. Scrunch up all your toes. Bring the toes down to the mat. Slide the foot back to where it started. And press the big toe mound down and spread all your toes out. One more time. Slide away. Flex your foot, toes to shin. Scrunch up all your toes. Bring your toes down to the floor and slide it back. Press the big toe mound down and spread out all of your toes. And relax your right foot, and we'll do the same for your left. Slide your left foot away. Flex. Scrunch up your toes. Bring the toes down to the floor as best you can, or as close as they'll go. Slide your foot back towards you. Press the big toe mound down and spread out all of those left toes. Relax and slide your foot forwards. Flex the foot, top of the foot towards your shin. Scrunch up your toes. Bring your toes to the mat. Slide it back. Press the big toe mound down and spread out your toes. Just one more on face. Straighten out the leg. Slide your foot forward. There we go. Flex your foot. Scrunch up your toes. Bring the toes down. Slide it back. Press the big toe mound down and spread out your toes. Okay, so now you relax your left foot and right foot. Let's retest to see whether this helped improve your range of motion in your neck any today. So look to your right and see if you can either see any further or if it just feels a little bit better than it did. And we'll come back through center. And we'll try looking to the left. Did it help improve your range of motion at all to the left? For many people, this does have an effect. I'd be interested in the comments below if it worked for you today or not. Bring your chin towards your chest, and if you measured, see whether it made a difference. And then we'll try lifting up too. So looking up, for me, that's where the biggest difference is, the ups and the downs. All right. So yeah, leave me a comment below if that did work, or even if it didn't work. I'm curious to know. Okay, let's continue with our movements. We'll start now sun salutations seated and standing. So we'll circle the arms wide. As you go out, remember to turn your palms up so your shoulders can move. Send your hands up overhead, reach up high, and we'll lean forwards and bring the hands back like a ski jumper flying down a slope. Send the hands back up and to your heart. Cactus the elbows wide, pull the elbows back, and bring your forearms close on an exhale. Squeeze them. Both hands go up to the ceiling. Right hand to the chair, left over the top. So now we're side body stretching, a lateral stretch for your spine. The goal of sun salutations is to move in all directions. Right hand goes up, left hand comes down. So we're looking for side stretches, forward bends, back bends, and spinal twists. Come back up and hands to prayer. You'll lift your elbows up away from you a little bit and try and tap your right elbow towards your left knee. It's okay if it hovers. You might be able to touch it. That's okay too. Inhale, come back up. Left elbow towards right knee. And back up. We're going to forward fold, bring the hands down. And this is maybe where your block is useful. I mentioned before, having something for your hands can be nice. A block or a big book. Something stable if the floor feels a long way away. And then as promised, this one includes a standing component. So put your block on its highest and lift your hips up. And we end up in a standing forward fold. If you need to use your hands to help you up, that's okay. And just use the support under the hands to stabilize, but most of the weight is still in your feet. Bend your right knee. Straighten out your right leg and bend your left knee. Remember to keep breathing fully like you did at the start. Straighten out your left leg. Good. And then we'll come up to standing really careful. Just roll your shoulders back. Make sure your chair is right behind you, right behind your knees. That's really important. And we'll sit down and land lightly. If you want to hold on to the chair with a hand, perfectly fine. Let's go again. Take your arms out and up. Remember, palms turn up to lift them up. Give yourself room. Exhale, lean forwards and fly your arms back. Take your hands up and down to your heart. Elbows wide, cactus. Pull the elbows back and open into the front. You're arching your back a little here. And then round your back as you pull your forearms as close as they'll go. Both hands straight up to the ceiling. And the right hand to the chest, side body stretch. Up with your right hand. Let the left hand hang onto the chair and side body stretch the other way, all the way down into your waist. And back up. Hands to prayer. Exhale. Lift your elbows up. Right elbow towards left knee. Just in that direction, can touch or not. Come back up to center. Left elbow towards the right knee. And come back up. Forward fold. Hands down to the floor or to your block between your feet. Take a deep breath. We'll put the block up onto its highest. Make sure that you've got enough chair under your bum to have a strong stand up and plenty of chair there in case you bump back down. Come back up to a standing forward fold. Take a moment to get settled. And bend your right knee. So you're stretching more than the left outside of the leg. It could be you feel your calf or your outer thigh. Keep your right heel on the floor as you do this. Right knee straight. With your left heel staying down, bend your left knee. It makes your left hip drop lower than the right and stretches the outside of the leg. Good, straighten out that left leg. Stand up, push through both feet, roll your shoulders down. Check your chair position is exactly where you thought it was, and slowly sit your way down. A light landing. One more time. Hands down, externally rotate, circle them up, big reach up to the sky. Exhale, lean forwards and fly little fingers back and up. Inhale, both hands up and hands down. Wide elbows, lift up the chest, lift up your chin, squeeze your forearms together. Both hands up to the ceiling, breathe in. Right hand hangs onto the chair and side body stretch. Inhale, right hand up. Left hand to the chair, side body stretch. Good, inhale, back up. And hands to prayer. Lift your elbows up. Right elbow towards left knee, rotation. Inhale to center. Left elbow taps towards right knee, find rotation. And back to center. Hands down to your block or the floor, forward fold. Deep breath in. Fill up the back of your body when you're folded here. And exhale. Use your block. Make sure you feel safe to stand up from here into a standing forward fold. Bend the right knee. Keep breathing deeply. Stretch your right leg straight and bend the left knee. Wonderful. Both legs straight. Have a bit of softness so you can push your feet down, stand up strong in your legs, roll the shoulders back and down. Check your chair one more time and sit your way down, landing lightly. So make yourself comfy. We're going to focus on the shoulders and arms for a little while. So start please with your right shoulder and then start to circle it in backwards circles. So it goes forwards and up and back and down. And I know for many people the shoulders can be a little bit tricky, so be careful with them as we move. If anything causes sharp pain, just avoid that movement. We'll only be doing any of these for a few moments, so skip anything that doesn't feel good or isn't possible for you. And if it's possible, take your right arm all the way in circles. So the right hand comes up. As it comes up overhead, turn your palm out as you bring it back down. And just do 2 more of those. If a circle catches too much, keep with the shrug if that felt okay. Okay, 1 more of these. Good. And we'll take the hand forwards. Keep yourself totally upright with the chest, but reach your right hand further forward. So this will make the shoulder protract. Then pull the hand and shoulder back. Retract. 2 more times. Reach forwards without leaning forwards and pull it back. One more. Reach forwards and pull it back. Wonderful. Release your hand. Turn your palm out to the side. Stretch the hand as far up as you can. Turn your palm forwards. Now you might prefer to hold here. If it's possible, bend your elbow and tap the back of your head or the middle of your shoulders or your neck. And straighten out the arm. Just 2 of these again. Bend your elbow, reach the hand towards the back of the head. And back up. And another. Bend and straighten. Bring your hand down, and when it gets below the height of your shoulder, internally rotate. So that's spinning your thumb down and palm to the back. Now bend your elbow again and slide your hand across your back. It's a bit tricky, this one, for some. Stretch your arm out. So if it doesn't feel good, just skip it. We're just doing 2 more. Hand across the low back and back out to the side. 1 more. Across. Keep breathing. And back out. Good. 1 more or 2 more, should I say, on this right side. Right arm out, straight out to the side, a little bit below the shoulder height. And pull the hand as far back as you can. And sweep it all the way across your chest and as far over to the left. So the arm stays as straight as possible. It wants to bend at some point here, and that's okay. So we'll come back out, pull it as far back as you can, and bring it across you, as far across. Your right shoulder might start to feel a little bit tired after all of these. Go back 1 more time. There we go, and over to the right. Wonderful, and relax your right arm. First, your right hand on your knee, give your right shoulder time to rest, and we'll do the other side. So we'll start with circles of the left shoulder, so lifting forwards and up and back and down. This is always a good chance to see how this shoulder feels. I know I've said it on the other side, but if anything traps, catches, or isn't possible, just skip it. Okay. So the left hand goes forwards. As it goes up, it turns out and goes back and down. 2 more of these, please. Forwards and up. And back and down. 1 more. All the way around, giant circle, until it gets forwards. Then you remain upright with great posture, but reach your left hand forwards. Then pull it back so the shoulder pulls back. Reach it forwards and pull back. Reach it forwards and pull it back. Take your left hand down, turn a palm out and lift overhead. If going out and up doesn't work, any way up is fine. Turn your palm forwards, triceps, so the hand comes towards the back of the head, neck or shoulders if possible. And stretch it back up. Exhale, bend your elbow. Inhale, back up. And 1 more. And back up. Out to the side until it's below the shoulder height by quite a ways. Internal rotation of this arm now is thumb down, palm facing the back. Slide your hand, if you can, across your low back towards the right hip or middle of your back. And release it back out to the side. Twice more. So you maintain that internal rotation to go across the back. And back out. And across. And to the side. Turn your palm forwards again and lift the thumb up. You're about shoulder height or a little bit below. Pull the hand back, keeping your chest squared forwards. And bring a hand all the way around across in front of you and as far over to the right side as you can. 2 more. So it's okay if the elbow starts to bend at some point, you just notice and choose where it feels challenging with your range. Not too much, not too little. Good. Just 1 more of these. And we'll give the shoulders a rest. And bring it across. Well done. Release your left arm out if you need to move it. Rest your hands onto your knees. And so now pick up the right knee. Hold on to the shin. If your knee is tight or you've had some surgery and you need to hold the thigh, that can help to reduce tension in the knee or pain in the knee. And you'll pull it in close. And then let it come away a little bit and pull it in close. So just starting to work the range in the hip and warm it up for the movement sitter to come. And go again. Pull it in and out. Good. While we're here, pull it in. Slide your ankle onto your knee. Now, for many people, this is very difficult. You can always cross at your knee or at the ankle if it's difficult for you. So figure four, this is called if possible, but a cross of any type if the figure four doesn't feel good for your hip or for your knee. And we'll just for a moment move in and out. If you've got a cross at the knee or ankle, you can lean forwards and back to make that happen. Okay, so either of those two, we're just starting to warm up your hips a little bit. And you're not pushing, if you're in figure four, you're not pushing the knee down with your hands. You're just moving in and out with it. Okay, and we'll slide the right foot back to the floor. And we'll take a hold of the left knee. So either the shin if possible, thigh if you've got some tightness, and gently pull in and out. Get a chance to come back to your original breathing pattern of full breaths. And while we're warming up the hips on this side, if you can, left ankle onto right knee. But if anything restricts that on this side, remember your options, crossing at the knee or crossing at the ankle. If you're here crossed, you'll lean forwards and back a few times to warm up the hip. If you're in figure four, lift and lower the knee in and out a few times. Just doing what you can do today. No forcing or striving. Taking care of your body. All right. And let's release. Give the legs a little shake. So next one requires a little bit of coordination. We'll build it up bit by bit. For a start, right hand is going to reach to the front left corner of your space. Bring it back in. Left hand reaches across to the front right corner of your space and back in. Do that again. Right hand to left side and back in. Left hand to right side and back in. Now, as the right hand reaches across you, can you pick up your left knee and come back in? And as your left hand reaches across, your right knee comes up. So using the strength of your quad rather than picking up with the hand. Come back in. Go again. Right hand across, left knee lifts and back up. Left hand across, right knee lifts and back in. There's more. Right hand across, left knee lifts, and this left hand pulls back like you're pulling the string of a bow, and turn your chest to the left and then back to the front. Go the other way. You're making me think too. Left hand reaches across, right knee picks up, pull the right hand back like you're pulling the string of a bow back and back to center. Let's go again. Right hand across, left knee up, left hand pulls back and to center. Left hand across, right knee up, right hand pulls back and back to center. Hands to your knees, lift up your chest, deep breath in, round out, exhale. Lift up and slide your right foot to the right. Left hand up to the ceiling and side body stretch. Rest your right elbow on your knee. You might want to put the hand down towards the calf, but elbow to knee is usually good for most of us. That's it. And we'll come up and turn to the right. Now get your right thigh, lots of your right thigh on your chair, and hold onto the chair with both hands so you're safe. Then slide that left foot back so you end up in a lunge. It might be that you've got your left knee bent, that's okay. And some of you might have your left leg a bit straighter. Pick up your chest and your chin as if you could press that left heel back, just getting a little stretch through the front of the left leg. Good, relax, turn forwards. Let's have another go at building up this twisty movement. So right hand, left side, come back in. Left hand, right side, back in. So getting a nice little twist here through the torso, using your core muscles, right to left, left to right. And then you add the quads and psoas. So right hand, left knee lifts and back up. There's lots to say in this. Left hand across, right knee comes up. One more time, just like that. Right hand across, left knee up. And then switch sides. Hopefully you're getting the rhythm of this. Right hand across, and the left knee lifts, left hand pulls back, and back to center. Switch sides. Can you make it all one movement? And back in. Reach with the right, pull the left back, left knee up, back to center. Left hand across, right knee up, right hand back, and back to center. Hands to knees. Lift up the chin and chest. Exhale and round. Come back to neutral. Left foot off the left side. Right hand up high, sit up really tall, and rest your left elbow on the knee, side stretch. So you're really still turned very much forwards in your torso and targeting this right waist and low back area that can get tight. Catch your breath. Come on, come up. Spin to the left. Slide plenty of your left thigh on the chair. And slide your right foot back if you can, so you end up looking in like a lunge shape with assist from the chair. Right knee may be bent, it could be a bit straighter. Look straight in front of you and lift the right hand up. Breathe. Good. Bring the hand down, turn forwards, widen your feet, and take a couple of breaths in a wide-legged fold. So we're going to move into another section of movement. So take this time to just calm the breath back down if it got shorter. Still in and out through your nose. Relax your jaw. Wonderful. Come up and wiggle your feet in. So the next section, we are going to repeat poses that we do seated or sitting, then do them standing. So we'll be standing up standing up and sitting down many times, hopefully, to practice our stand and sits. If you get some fatigue or they're too much for you today, that's okay. You could do all of these poses sitting down or all of them standing up. You don't have to be up and down in between. So if you need to adjust in that way, that is totally fine. So let's get started. We're going to take both hands up and lean forwards, fly your arms. That's it. Send the hands up and to your heart. Push your feet, stand up strong. So make sure your feet are under you. Push and stand, take your hands up. Fly and bend your knees. So like a true ski jumper now. Stand up, stretch up, hands to heart. That's one. Sit your way down carefully. So the key here, always check your chair is there and land as lightly as possible. Try to avoid the bump that happens when we lose control right above the chair. So soft light landing as best you can every single time. Take your left hand up to the ceiling. Hold the chair with your right, another side body stretch. That's it, come up and bring a hand to prayer. Ready to stand, lean forwards, use a little bit of core engagement, stand up. Left hand goes up, side body stretch. That's it, up, and hands back in. Check your chair, sit down slowly and land lightly. Great. Right hand goes up, side body stretch. Come up and hands to prayer. stand up strong. Push, squeeze to lift. Take your right hand up and side stretch. Good. Come back up and hands down. Sitting down. Okay. Cactus. Elbows wide. Pull them back. Chest is up. Squeeze your forearms close. Go back into that cactus. This is so good for your posture and your shoulders. And then hands to prayer. Stand up. Cactus. And these poses may feel a little different sometimes, standing and sitting. Squeeze your forearms close. And open them up. And to prayer. Check your chairs there. And again, we sit down. I told you, this is all the ups and downs today. Right hand to left knee, just to the outer knee, or even the right knee is fine. Left hand behind you, rotation. And turn forwards, stand up. Right hand, because we haven't got something to grip onto, is going to go forwards. Left hand back, rotation. And notice how you might turn your hips a bit in this, not just your spine. And come back to center. Sit your way down. The left hand finds its anchor. Can be on the knee, left or right knee. And take your right hand behind. And we turn forwards. We stand up. We'll take the left hand forwards and right hand back. Both palms face the side of your space. Good. Turn forwards. Make sure there's no dizziness. Prepare to sit and sit lightly. You're doing good. Just a couple more. We're going to reach down to the floor with your left hand. So you might opt for inside or outside of the foot. Rest your right hand on your knee. Touch down to the floor. And come back up. Stand up. So this one is more like almost like a squat. You've got a good solid base in your feet. Right hand's going to rest lightly on the knee. Tap your left hand down as close to the floor as you can. Your knees bend. The chair's right there if you needed it. Push back up. Stand up. Sit down. This is where you might start to skip some of the standing and sitting. Left hand to the knee. Right hand touches the floor. And come back up. Stand up. And we do that almost squat position, so your feet are quite wide. Start to bend your knees. Left hand rests on the knee. Reach down towards the floor. It's okay if you hover. Maybe you touch down. Pause there for a moment. And a strong push back up. That's it. And sit down. Okay, nearly done. Forward fold. Hands both down to the floor. And back up. This is the last time. Stand up. It's the last time for now, shall I say. And forward fold. Maybe you grab your block or you put your chair in front of you. We're not going to sit down now, so you could put your chair in front of you, or like I said earlier, blanket chest or something under the hands. Take a couple more full breaths here. We'll soften the knees so you're not totally straight. Look forwards and start to stand up. Roll your shoulders a couple of times with a full breath. Put your chair, please, in front of you on your mat. And we're going to use a chair top, so it's facing you. I'm going to turn sideways to you so you can see me better. Make sure there's nothing in your way that you might trip over. So you've got the chair back within reach. somewhere near the front of your mat, and we'll step back into a downward facing dog. So that's walking away from your chair until you feel some length in your spine. Your hips end up over your feet, and this stretches out the whole of the back of your body, your legs, your shoulders, your back. If you could tilt the tailbone up a tiny bit. Two more deep breaths here. And then walk back up to your chair. We're going to get into some traditional poses for a few minutes. So standing up tall. You're going to pick up your right foot and place it on your left calf. Okay, I'll turn to you a second so you can see that for tree pose. So you may be familiar with the name, sorry. Right foot onto left calf. You've got your chair right there for support. Right underneath your fingertips. So look straight ahead. And before you try and let go of a chair at all, align your posture. So if you feel like you're looking down or forwards, can you stand up tall? Shoulders roll back and down away from your ears. You feel if someone put a book on your head, you'd be able to balance it. And because we're away from the wall today, sometimes we balance at the wall, which is generally safer. You might keep both hands on the chair. That's totally fine. If you feel safe enough to do so, maybe you pick up the right hand and have it near your heart, as if you're going to do prayer position, but just with the one hand. And then be as light as you can in your left fingertips. Most importantly, breathe in and out through your nose. Bring your right hand back to the chair if you let go, and step your right foot back. Spin your heel down so your right toes point to the top right corner of your mat, towards your right side of your chair. And come upright with your chest. You've still got the chair there to hold on to. Get your balance in your feet. You may feel safest keeping your hands on your chair, and that's good. If you feel safe enough to bring both hands to prayer pose, you could try that. Even one hand is good. Either one will work. Another deep breath. And you can remain upright, or if you want a little bit more strengthening for the legs, tilt forwards in your torso. And hold here. Your chair's right there if you need it to hold on to. Can you squeeze your shoulder blades together a tiny bit just to strengthen your posture as well? And imagine the neck to be a continuation of your upper back. So if you feel your head dropping down, can you pull up through the back of the head slightly to strengthen? Wonderful. Let's all put the hands onto the chair and slide your left foot back a foot or so. And lift your right foot, either be on your toes or start to lift it up a few inches. If you feel safe doing so, lean more towards your chair so your elbows are bent, and your right foot, when you do that, might be able to lift a little higher. And hold that for 5. Continuing to breathe, yogis. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Step your feet to the back into your downward facing dog. And walk back up to your chair, several steps up there. Stand up. And now we'll go for a tree pose on the left side. So pick up your left foot and place it on the calf, or toes on the ground is also good. And before you do any attempt to let go at all in the hands, check postural alignment through your shoulders and neck. You'll need some engagement of the right glutes. You don't want to be really grippy and tense, especially in your toes, but they will want to be ready to work and slightly active to help support you. We're not totally relaxed. Even if it looks like someone's relaxed in tree pose, the muscles are still there working. So if you've got some stability and you're breathing, now we're using the chair, so maybe the safest thing for you today is to hold on with both hands. That's perfect. You're still training the muscles of balance. Alternatively, one hand, left hand, I think it will be this time, could come up to a prayer pose, and you can continue to use the right fingers on the chair as light as you can. That's it. Bring your hands to the chair. Step your left foot back. So your left toes will end up pointing to 11 on a clock, so slightly forwards and left. Right knee bends and lift up your torso. So warrior one in the legs. And we'll start by bringing one hand off the chair, maybe both. You can keep holding on with both if you prefer. This pose will strengthen the legs, help you with your balance. All of the poses help you with focus and concentration if you continue to bring your attention back to your breath. Keep your eyes open in all of our standing poses. Closing them while you might feel relaxed and want to go more inwards makes balance much harder and a little treacherous. Lean forwards, please. If you did on the first side, if staying upright is better for you, stay upright. So we've got a little lean here, good alignment through the neck and shoulders, shoulders sort of pulling up away from the floor as if they could resist gravity. You're staying calm. Hands to the chair. And let's step your right foot back a foot or so you've got room for this next pose. And lean, and you can have your left toes on the floor, is okay. Maybe you could pick them up, starting to strengthen more into the back of the left leg, or hinge more on the right hip and bend your elbows so you're working even more balance, but still hold on to the chair with both hands. And hold for 5. Squeeze this left leg up so you're strengthening the hamstring and glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release your foot down and walk your way to the back into your downward facing dog. And we'll lift and walk up towards the chair. Stand up fully straight, roll your shoulders. Wonderful. Let's come back down to sitting, please. Nope, told you a lie. Before we come to sitting, we've got one more standing pose, which is a wide-legged fold. So you can use your chair or a block for this. I'm going to use a block. And you'll stand facing the long edge of your mat, either direction on there, it's okay. And start to widen your feet. So they're a comfortable distance. Make sure your feet are on something that's not going to slide. You feel like you're rooted down to the floor there. And we're going to forward fold. Hands down to a block. The chair is great too. You might not need a block. You might be able to put your hands on the floor comfortably. Take deep breaths here in your wide-legged fold. Two more. Now you might feel like you want to come up first before wiggling your feet in, or you can do a little heel toe feet come in a few inches, which can make it easier to stand, and then come up. All in one go. Wonderful. Now step your feet in. And let's come back down to sitting. We'll take a couple of seated poses, stretches. After some of that standing and sitting work, let's stretch your legs. So we'll extend the right leg all the way out. If you're sat really far back on your chair, the leg won't want to straighten, so you might want to wiggle forwards. Flex your right foot, lift up the chest, breathe in. As you exhale, lean forwards, rest both hands on your left knee. And so you'll find a hint of lean forwards. It might be a little or a lot. Keep your back feeling quite straight. So the tendency may be to want to feel lower by rounding the spine. But if you can keep everything pretty straight in your back and hinge from your hips, it will target the legs more and keep your spine safe. And today we're going to flex and point the right foot a few times. Now, when you flex it the next time, without rounding the upper back, can you tuck your chin towards your chest? So that's toes towards your shin and chin towards your chest. And when you point your foot, can you lift your chin up? So the back's staying exactly as it is in that pretty neutral, straight feeling. And we'll flex your foot again. Exhale, tuck your chin all the way down towards your chest and then just hang out there for a moment at the end of the exhale. And point and lift. One more time, flex your foot and tuck your chin in close. And come to neutral in the head, moderate position for the foot, not too flexed, not pointed. Deep breath in and lean forwards. Tiny bit more if you can without force. Come up. We did this earlier, a hip stretch. Right ankle onto left knee. Now, if this doesn't work, remember I gave you options earlier, crossing the knee or crossing the ankle, or even no cross at all is also okay. And so in all iterations, we sit up, we lift the chest, try and keep this openness in the front of your body so we're not going to collapse in on ourselves as we lean a little bit forwards. The target to stretch here is in the right glutes, the right side of your bum. So as soon as you start to feel that stretch there, you don't need to go any further. You just need to breathe. Now, if you have your knees crossed or your ankles crossed, it may not feel exactly the same stretch, but it is still a beneficial movement. It just may not feel exactly the same as this one, and that's okay. Good. And we'll come up and uncross that right ankle. Let's do the same thing for your left side. Left foot goes out, sit up tall. Hands rest on the right knee as you lean forwards. And start just with a couple of points and flexes in your left foot, just starting to get that ankle to move and the calf. And if you can, coordinate the movement of your head. So spine stays really quite straight feeling, not rounded in your upper back. And we're just moving the head and neck and the foot. Flex your foot, tuck your chin down towards your chest. And point your toes and lift your head. Big breath in. And linger. When you flex your foot and tuck your chin, linger at the end of that exhale in the stretch. And inhale, lift up the chin, point your toes. One more. Flex and tuck. And lift up. Find pretty neutral through the spine, the neck, and not too much of a flex through the foot. And start to lean again. Sometimes that little bit of movement, targeting the entire back of the body, can really help to loosen up the hamstrings and calves. And come up. Left ankle onto the right knee if you can. If this doesn't feel good, find one that does suit your body today. We'll sit up tall and lean forwards a tiny bit. Sit up. Release your left foot. Our final pose is a twist. We're going to turn sideways. If that doesn't feel safe on your chair, you could turn your torso into a twist rather than your entire body. So we'll turn to the left and end up sitting sideways on the chair. So you could see this fully sideways sitting. I said if it doesn't feel safe, stay forwards and only turn your spine. And hold on to the chair with both hands turning to the left. Look back over your left shoulder. So you're stretching your neck as well as the spine. And turn forwards. Sweep around. You got the chair to hold on to while you make that adjustment. Face entirely to the right, sitting sideways on your chair. Sit tall, hold both hands on the chair back if you can, and start to rotate to the right. And look back over your right shoulder. Just breathe. Wonderful. Unravel yourself to face forwards. Sitting tall, you might just tilt your head over to the right. Final neck stretch. Take a breath in. Relax both shoulders away from your ears. While you exhale, roll your head down towards the middle. Inhale, lift your head. Tilt over to the left. It's like your right shoulder could pull down a little bit. Breathe in. And roll down towards the middle. And lift your head. Tilt to the right and lift up and back a tiny bit. So back and right, just a touch. As long as it feels okay. Stretching the front left side of your neck. And come back. Try the other side. To the left and back and left a hint. And back to the center. Try down and right. Back up and try down and left. Again, back to center one more time with a tuck straight towards your chin. And a lift up. And then back to neutral. We'll take hands into a clasp, press them forwards. And then open them up, big Y shape. Inhale, pull the hands up and back. It's more like a morning stretch. And bring your hands to your heart, down to your knees. Shimmy back on your chair and rest comfortably. Take a few minutes in Shavasana. This is time to rest, to allow the body to absorb all of the good movements you did in your practice. So sit back comfortably and close your eyes. And deliberately relax places that may still hold a little tension from your practice or are just habitually tight for you. So relax your toes into your feet, up the shins and into your knees. Relax your thighs. As best you can, the glutes and pelvis. And soften your belly. Dissolve tension from your shoulders. Let that relaxation flow down your arms to all of your fingertips. Make sure the neck feels relaxed as best it can. And soften tension from the jaw, from the eyes, from the forehead. And so you start to reawaken. And wiggle your fingers and your toes. And begin to breathe a bit more deeply again. Shimmy away from the back of your chair. Let's take another one of those morning-like stretches. So reach your arms out or up and breathe into your belly. And bring your hands to your heart in a prayer position. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming to your mat today and for all of your efforts. And together, let's breathe in deeply and out fully. Thank you for joining me, Yogi. Namaste.